Hello again. We are back with Spirit Island this time. I'm playing as the Thunderspeaker and I'm going to play against Kingdom of Sweden level 6. Change some of the setup of my streaming. I'll see how it goes, if it's going smoother than the last time. Last time I was checking it back, there are some lags. If it goes smoother, I'm just going to keep it this way for now. Let's start. I'm going to do some of the setup, then I'm going to talk about Thunderspeaker and Sweden as I'm setting it up. So we have the 6 boards, so I'm going to randomize between them. 4, so it's going to be board D. We have the city here. Down here. That's to the Han here, to the Han here. The Han each here. Here in land number 5 is going to be our starting blight. And that's it. So in land number 2 we have a disease, and this goes to a land without a starting setup, the lowest number 1, so it's going to be 3. That's our board. Let's get to Thunderspeaker. Child of Lightning, once known as a bright thunder, rose in the days when it tore across the land as an avalanche of sound and chaos. It lost that form when the Stalker of Hidden Secret imprisoned it in a canyon, blinding it to echo perpetually back and forth until its thunder died out or a stone of the island wore away. The Hunt freed from that imprisonment. Weakened but grateful, Bright Thunder rose, bound itself to aid the Dahan until a generation had passed for every year of its imprisonment, and its so binding changed its nature, becoming both less and more than it had been. It often takes human form now, and with centuries practice wear it with ease. Chief called on Thunderspeaker only in times of great need. It has not been much since the destruction of the servant cult. Setup, put 2 presents on your starting board, 1 in each land with the most down. So it's going to go here and here. Playstock has a keen interest in where the Dahana, partly because so many of its starting powers worked through them. Partly because its presence can move with them. When picking new power card, it will often want to take good Dahan-centric power, but it can also branch out into areas. So here you can see complexity, offensive, control, fear, defensive, and utility. What are the special rules? The Han, your present may move with the Han. So whenever the Han moves from one of your land to another, you may move one presence along with them. And we have Sworn to Victory. For each the Han destroyed by invader ravaging a land, destroy one of your presence within range 1. After losing presence to black. So first you lose a presence because of light, then you lose extra 1 because of the losing the. We have Kingdom of Sweden. There is no additional loss condition. The stage 2 escalation is swayed by invader. After invader explore into each land this phase, if that land has at least as many invaders as the Han, replace one Dahan with one. So here I have to be careful because a lot of Thunderspeaker's power work with the hand. I have to be careful not to lose the hand that way to towns. So what's level 1? Heavy mining. If invader do at least 6 damage to the land during the ravage, add extra blight. The additional strike does not destroy present and cause cascade. 2 is population pressure at home during setup. On each pawn, add 1 city to land number 4. On board where land number 4 starts with a blight, put it on land number 5 instead. It doesn't. So 3 fine steel for guns and for tools and guns. Towns deal 3 damage, cities deal 5 damage. For royal backing during setup, after adding all invaders, discard the top card of the invader deck. On each board, add 1 town to the land of that terrain with the fewest invader. So I have to remember to do that. Then mining rush, when ravaging, add at least 1 blight to a land. Also add 1 town to an adjacent land without town or city. Cascading the blight does not cause this effect. And last one, prospecting outpost during setup. On each board, add 1 town and 1 blight to land number 8. This one comes from the box, not from one of these. Let me set this up so that way I can do the last part of setup as well. Then I move to the cards and stuff. So we explore first. They're exploring in sand. Invader card advances. Then we reveal the next card. It's mountain. We add 1 town to a land of that terrain with the fewest invader. This has 1 invader, this one doesn't, so it goes here. So that's all of our setup. And that's it. So for level 6, our fear is going to be 4, 4, and 5. So I'm going to set up the fear deck. And for reminder, we only have reminder for ravage because for build and explore, we don't have any extra rule. It's only for the ravage. It's going to be 4, 4, 5. So level 3 is going to be 5. I'm gonna put this off camera for now. I'm gonna grab them any event at the more later. So we have our Blighted Island card. We have 2 per player, +1 total. So in the case of 2 solo, we have 3 here. I already put the fear marker here. I just have to shuffle the event deck. and the minor and major powers. So then talk about the innate powers, because I'm going to explain them as I play them. Let me talk about the innate power. So first one is Gather the Warriors. It's a low range one, target any land. If you have 4 air, the power can become fast. Gather up to 1 Dahan per air. Per air you have, then push up to 1 Dahan per sun you have. If you have at least 1 animal, you can have that. And lead the Furious Assault. It's slow, the range is 0, target land any. Again, if you have 4 air, the power can become fast. For 2 sun and 1 fire, destroy 1 town for every 2 Dahan in the target land. For 4 sun and 3 fire, destroy 1 city for every 3 Dahan in the target land. Alright. Another event here. Major power, and I have to shuffle this giant deck of minor powers. So the growth option, the first one is reclaim card and gain 2 power cards. The second one, add a presence where the Han are there. The first one up to 2 away, the second one up to 1 away, and the last one, add a presence up to 1 away and gain 4 energy. I guess this is as good as it can get. So, you're going to build in sand. Usually I play this one, gather it, the hand, destroy 1 thing. That way I can get rid of 1 build. But the way it came out, even if I do manage that, the build won't matter. So I probably won't be playing this. This is going to do defend. I want to keep it for the next one. So this is probably going to be my play. If I want to play that, I need a lot of energy. So for my... Let me move this a little, give myself some room. So for my growth option, I'm going to choose this one. I'm putting a presence here. And I'm gaining 4 energy. Then I'm going to gain 1 energy from here, so it's going to be 5 energy. Have to pay 3 for here. And that's it. Problem is I don't have any. I don't have any animal. I could play one of these with these and check one of my animals. It would have been great. Now I don't have the gather the warriors. Can be a problem. Yeah, there is no way I can change it now. Can bring these here, bring one of my presents with them. This is going to build a town. And the town are going to do 3 damage, cities 5 damage. Which means even if we defend 3, I'm going to get like yeah, like won't need more than 4 damage. So what if I added one these persons? Yeah. Okay, still gonna play this one. Yeah, I think that makes more sense. So I have to pay 2 energy, which means I spend all of my energy. I think that's fine. So this is fast. Let me put this here. This is fast. I can gather 1 Dahan in range 1. I'm going to gather 1 Dahan here. My special rule, my presence can move with the Dahan. Then each Dahan destroy 1 exploder. That's all of my fast power. We go to event base. First round, the event you don't carry it out, you just flip it. We go to invader phase. Invaders are building a city here and a town here. Then exploring in wetland. Invader card advances. I'm going to do gather the warrior. I do have 1 animal. I have 2 air and 1 sun, which means I can gather up to 2 Dahan, then push up to 1 Dahan. I'm going to gather 2 Dahan here. I can move this present with 1 of them. Then I'm going to push 1 Dahan. I'm going to push this one here. Move my presence with it. Now I'm going to do this. One fear. Each Dahan deals damage equal to the number of your presence in the target land. That's 6 damage. That's enough to defeat all of these. That's going to be 3 fear. That's a fear card. Then I can do Lead the Furious Assault. That's the only place I have more than 2 Dahan. So that's not gonna work. Alright. That's the end of the flow power. These cards are discarded. We go to growth again. During growth phase, I'm going to do this. I'm going to add presence where there is the Han. I'm going to add 1 presence here. I'm going to add 1 presence here. I'm going to get 2 energy. I have to pay 1 here. So this is my fast power, defend 3 during ravage. And in the target land, deal damage simultaneously with the invaders. This is a slow, I'll get to it later, and that's it. Okay. We go to event. New species spread. New plants and animals brought by invader damage the local ecology. You may let the invasive species bloom for each boat. Discard the top minor power. If it's fast, add 1 blight to a land with cities or town. After resolving this card, return it to the event deck under the top 2 cards. Or transmute Worst of a Species, cost 4 energy, aided by Moon. I have literally no moon. There is no way I can do this. One tier per player. On each board, add 1 animal to a land with cities. I have to do the first one. There is no other way. So, discard the top minor card. It is fast. So I have to add it to a land with cities or town. I'm going to add it. I don't think it cascades like this. I'm not sure though. Let me add it here. On half of the boards rounding up, add 1 Dahan to a land with both invaders and Dahan. Do 2 damage to Dahan. These are not great. So I have to add a disease either here, here, or here. I think I add it here and do 2 damage to Dahan. Each split with at least 2 Dahan among all its land gain 1 energy. So I gain 1. Then we have to return this event under the top 2 cards. We go to the fear card. Apply chain abundant on each port. Isolate one land. Let me read the 6 again. During setup on each port. No, that's not 6, that's 5. When ravage, add at least one blight to a land. Also add one town to an adjacent land without cities or town. Oh, okay. So I'm going to isolate here. That way, when it does add a blight, I don't have to put any town here. Alright, we go to Invader. Invader are ravaging in sand. Nothing to ravage here. They're ravaging, so usually this would be 3 and 2, so 5, but now it is 5 and 3 because of the effect of Sweet. So it's ravaging 8. I'm defended 3, so it's 5. If it was 6 or more, I had to add 2 blight, but it's only 5. It's going to blight the land and destroy the Dahan, but because of the effect of this card, Dahan and during ravage, Dahan in the target land deals damage simultaneously to invaders. So it's going to be 2 damage to Dahan, sorry, 5 damage to Dahan, 2 damage to invaders. I'm going to do the 2 damage to the town. That's 1 here. And the Dahan is destroyed. Whenever the hand is destroyed, I have to destroy one of my presents, so one of them gets destroyed because of the blight, the other one because of the Dahan. These are destroyed. We go to the build phase. We are building a town here, a town here, exploring in wetland. Explorer here, explorer here. After invader explore into each land this phase, if that land has at least as many invaders and Dahan, so there was no Dahan there, so that doesn't matter. Invader card advances. And we go to a slow path. I don't have any fire, which means I can't do lead the Furious Assault anyway. I think I still push this Dahan here. Makes sense. Yeah. So I'm doing this push up to 4 Dahan and pushing these 3 Dahan here. I can push both of my presents and pushing only one of my presents with the Dahan. So that's that. Then I have gathered the warriors. I have 2 air and 2 sun. With 2 air, I'm gathering 1 Dahan here. Oh, I should have brought both of these here. I would have brought both of these here. So now I'm gathering 1 Dahan in this land. I'm bringing one of my presents with it. Then I'm pushing 2 Dahan. I'm pushing these 2. Actually, I'm pushing only one of them. Will I have enough to play these 2? I think I will. Yeah. That's the end of this round. We go to the next round. I have to reclaim cards, so I'm doing this. I'm getting 2 new cards. I'm getting a miner first. Gift of living energy. Targeted spirit gain 1 energy. Scour the land. Destroy 3. Town and all. Explorer, add 1. Blight. If I have 3 air, it's going to be fast. Rain of Blood, 2 fear. If the target land has at least 2 cities or town, 1 more fear. And Bats Scout for raids by darkness. For each the Hun, 1 damage to cities or town, or 1 fear gathered up to the Hun. I do want something with sun and fire. But can't afford to go with something that just gives me energy. I think I have to go with this one. Also has moon. Later, when the event comes up again, I can just forget it to do the second part of it instead of the first. So I got 1 card, I'm gonna get another card, I'm gonna get a minor again. Target the spirit has +2 range. That's reaching glass. Gift of Twin Days. Once this turn, target spirit may repeat the lowest card power card they have in play by paying the cost again. Oh, that could work. Let me get another card. This is fast. 1 fear, push 1. Town or explorer. If I have 2 fire, it's going to be 1 more fear and entrancing apparitions. Defend 2. If no invader are present, gather 2 explorers. I think this works the best for me right now. I have to go with this one. Fire, it doesn't have any air. This one has both air and sun, but I don't want to go with something that just gives me range. Yeah, I think I'm going with this one for now. Let's see. Alright. I think I try to deal with this one and I also get 2 energy. Yeah, I think I try to deal with this one, let this one blight. And I don't know why I brought it to 100. Definitely going to play this one. Problem is defense 3 is not enough either here or here because it's doing 3 damage, it's not going to do only 2 damage. Which one thing? Sorry. thinking, what if I did this one? Destroy everything here or here. It's gonna get blighted anyway. I might as well just destroy everything there. That's the first ones I get, which means I should have got it instead of this one. Because if I get this one, I have the potential of getting up to 3 air. It's not a big deal. No, I think I'm gonna stay with the card that I got. In case if I don't manage to defeat all of them, they're going to build them. So what I was thinking last turn was that if I play these two, I gather one Dahan here, destroy these two, then I defend here and just hope that I get lucky. The problem is I just realized I have a presence here, which means if these Dahans get destroyed and I get a blight, I have to destroy this one and this one because of the Dahan is destroyed. And if this one is destroyed, I'm also losing my presence here, which means I'm going to lose all of my 3 presence. I'm going to lose immediately. So I can't afford to risk that. That's the problem. So I think I have to play it safe. I have to pay the energy here as well. So here's what I'm doing. I may gather one Dahan. I'm not going to each Dahan destroy one Explorer. I'm doing it here, destroying 2 Explorer. Then I'm doing this in a land with Dahan. I'm defending 3 and Dahan and Explorer do the damage simultaneously. But we go to Invader. Get the event. For the rest of this turn, don't generate fear for destroying town and cities. That's relentless up. In land with the foreign disease on each board in land with the most combined Invader and Dahan, at least one, add 1 disease, 2 damage to Dahan. This is the one with the most disease, which means that Dahan is destroyed. So like a handful of these that you add Dahan and does add disease and does damage to Dahan. I'm playing as Thunderspeaker. I draw all of them. This one doesn't destroy my presence because it's not because of Invader's Ravage. Each split with at least 2 Dahan among its land gain 1 energy. Actually, when I did this, I would have gathered this Dahan. I just realized something. Right now, information is revealed. I shouldn't change it, but this information doesn't have anything to do with it. I just realized here, if I draw a jungle, I have to switch one of these with 1 town with a Dahan. I have no fear card. We go to invaders. Invaders are ravaging in wetland. I'm defender 3 here. This is doing 3 damage. So no blight. The Hun fights back. Defeat this. No fear because of the effect of the. Here they're doing 5 damage. We get a blight. And my presence is this. Because of the. So it wasn't more than 6. It is 3, 4, 5. So I don't do 2 blight. Also, because of the effect of level 5. I have to add a town adjacent to this land where there is no cities or town. There is cities or town on both of them, so I don't have to carry out that as well. So the island gets blighted. A still healthy island. Invaders find the land to their liking. Immediately, if the third level is 1, 2, or 3, add 1, 1.5, or 2 fear marker per player to the fear pool, rounded down. So it's third level 1, we add 1 third level marker. When it says still healthy, which means if we run out of blight now, we just draw the next card and resolve the blighted island of the next card. That they're building in wetland, nothing to build here. Here disease comes off. Exploring in mountain. There isn't more. There was no Dahan here, so nothing changes here. Invader card advances. And we go to slow bounce. I have 2